coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Carolina Panthers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you just changed your play calling because you thought you had some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Fight 60. Block 40. Ready?
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and
right back to Hubbard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Young here, you can see changing the play.
brings up 3rd down and 5.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First run now for Kyren Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field to ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Let's go now. Ready?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kyren Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But really, it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Come on, set. 50, green. Striker, 3, shoot, yellow. Steel, black, set.
Now Young on 4th down. We'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. Now he's free at the 35. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Young clipping the flat. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
33, yellow. Ready.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Grill green. Black ultra. Check.
Now here's Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They run once more with Corum. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Corum now on 1st and 10. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, Los Angeles.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Extra receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
That's another
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And middle. Set.
Now it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9.
Now
we give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
White. Zero.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Let's go now. 52 blast.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Black, red. Red, yellow, white, blue striker. Ready?
To throw, Young. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, right?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Okay, ready?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
60 red, slide blue, claws red, drill green, black shot, blaster, 6, ready.
Here is Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Set, cut.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
Now Young going to move him around.
Yellow.
1st and 10 at the 48.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
At the 47-yard line.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. For the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the
Field,
32-yard line.
black ultra, smash, red 6, mega, blue striker. Ready?
Now Young. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Set.
And this is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Claws red. Blaster, 6. Set.
Now Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Okay.
So from the
right?
36 now, 1st and 10.
Hut, hut.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Watch out now. Safety
Brings
zero.
up 2nd and 5
Drill
at the
green.
Rams' 31-yard line.
Green jack. Red. Yellow. Red. Cycle. Still. Set. Hut.
Young. Now he's going to step up and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
At least this time he's getting hit after positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Black shot. Hey, check mega. Set.
Young to throw it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Lawrence Cager, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
Ready?
But he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Lady. Omaha, ready move.
Slot man moves right. Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On the return, Chuba Hubbard. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
On the set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Set. Ready.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Black shot. Blue striker. Set.
Throwing, Young. complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyquan Thornton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Field, black. Smash, red. Hut, hut.
That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. People are starting to realize that 3 for 2 is really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now Stafford. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Finding Ertz again. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
17 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Throwing is Stafford. Gets this to Ertz. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half.
Panthers 14.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Back to throw, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Ertz has it left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Rams first down.
A quick throw out to Evans on the perimeter. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Rams. Up
the middle, it's Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ready, ready.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyren Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
16.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Set.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football and averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach, when I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Ready?
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Carolina. Lawrence Cager with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I go, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
33. Panthers 22. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Again, it's Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
250. Give me radar. White.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's Stafford. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ground control with a soul like Chloe, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you that I'm leaving with a bag.
You're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9.
Stafford now to throw. His throw incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Stafford. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing, Dalton. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, trying to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. And Dalton to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now they'll audible to something else.
368. 368.
Andy Dalton. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Here you go, 10. Too much. Guys up. Regular. Clearing. 5.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Well, if you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Los Angeles.
They'll go back to Corum on 1st down. And they'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyren Williams, 26 yards. And the Rams look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come after this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be utterly happy with their execution overall.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run for the first with Corum. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Rams.
Let's go.
First down.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 133 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now a man has been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And they